wise choice.
Mr. Urshan, Detective Gamble, and the officer who shot Derek Jeter are here.
Gentlemen, please.
Remember us, Hotshot?
Of course I do. Please, sit.
There she blows.
2 of those Russian waters, please. No lime wedges, just cucumber.
That's where we just came from. An explosion at your accounting office.
Oh, yes, that's that awful gas leak.
Gas leak? The only gas leak is the one coming out of your mouth right now.
I just thank God no one was hurt or injured in a bad way. I absolutely abhor death.
Hey, Andrew Lloyd Webber, the jig is up, okay? We know that wasn't your security team that grabbed you, and we know you're targeting a big fish to cover losses. You talk or I beat you so it don't show no bruises.
God, this water is good. Terry, have you tried the water?
Shut up, Alan.
I assure you, I have no idea what you're talking about. I understand there was a bit of a mix-up with the whole scaffolding business.
The cucumber accents the water in such a way that...
Perhaps by way of apology, I can offer you my personal courtside seats for the Knicks game with access to the Ambassador Club.
Come on, Knicks! Come on! I got Knicks fever! It's catching!
Hey, this feels weird sitting here. It feels like it's a bribe. It is a bribe. Son of a bitch, I saw courtside and I went blind. Come on.
Excuse me?
That was a trick.
No more.
Gentlemen, you have a choice. Mamma Mia or Jersey Boys.
You're so unbelievable!
Damn it! Did it again.
No more tickets.
Mr. Urshan, I tried to keep them in the waiting room.
That's okay, Susan. 2 glacier waters with Mediterranean limes.
No. No more water. We're not here for that.
Oh, I was very much looking forward to having the water.
How great is Jersey Boys?
It's not great. It's fantastic. You totally undersold it. The pageantry, the costumes. Wow, what a musical.
Are they gone? All right. Let's talk. So I just wrote a novel to some poor guy on YouTube. Interesting, so we're still recording as long as I don't lower it. All right. So I'm going to say something that's not really a big shock. Star Citizen has a problem. It's got lots of problems. But the one I want to talk today about is the problem with Star Citizen's community. It's too polarized. You either hate Star Citizen or you think it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. And I'm so sick of it. The world is much more nuanced than that. And, yeah. Poor, was it Compmanio36? Poor guy. He just commented on one of my videos called Flower Down. Kind of ironic that it's called Flower Down. And, we got a flower down. I don't know if you've been on my channel at all. I add gameplay with music. It's nothing spectacular. It's not even good editing. I'm a novice editor. But I guess the perception is it's hype, right? I also make a lot of memes making fun of CIG and Star Citizen. So if you watch my channel, you most likely, you're going to see one of the 60-second short videos I made, and you think I'm either a Star Citizen hater or I'm a white knight. And, yeah, I'm neither one of those things. I like Star Citizen. I like what Star Citizen could potentially be. But I also think they deserve scrutiny. They deserve criticisms when they mess up. I mean, they're 12 years in development. I mean, they're going to be at $1 billion before they release anything to live. I mean, I'm not going to hold my breath. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know. So we have Comp Manio here. He says, he left a comment on one of my videos, and he says, "What great AI. Never shooting back at you until they're in knife fight range." And I'm going to play the video for you here. And you guys can make your decision on whether this was, I mean, if he's right or wrong. You can, lambaste me in the comments below. God forbid, I know you will. But I think he could have, I think he has a point to make. But all of this, what really kind of set me off is the word never. It's such a simple thing. But the AI and the NPCs are improved. I have hours upon hours of footage dating back to 3.17 all the way to 4.0 now of combat footage.
Today just got interesting.
combat footage, because a lot of the NPCs at the beginning were either, I mean, they were sniping you through wall, one-shotting you through a wall, lasering you, or they didn't work. You just walk up to them, and I have videos of both on my channel. I mean, I don't expect anyone to go through the 800 plus different creations that I have on the channel right now, but I'm so sick of these people hopping in the comment section. I mean, they just spew vinegar or absolute admiration, and like, nothing in the world is as black and white, besides the color black and white, as you fucking think it is, my guy. Like, Star Citizen has made improvements. There's definitely a solid argument that they're not making improvements at the pace needed to make a game fair. I can deal with that. But if you just want to like hop on Spectrum or go into people's comment sections and let your feels be heard, I mean, I guess I can't be too critical. I have a YouTube channel that obviously plays into emotions and gets people going, and I guess I'm getting what I want. I don't hate this guy for interacting, and actually I don't think he's wrong. I think Comp Manio 36, I think he has a point. And the point is the NPCs aren't good yet. But since CIG has kind of hit and kind of missed, their 4.0 is going to be released this year, which they never promised. But, I mean, it's the whole Star Citizen expectations problem, right? I mean, there's three things that have to be parsed in every person's, like, reality here. We have what Star Citizen is, what I would like Star Citizen to be, and then we have what Star Citizen wants to be, right? And that's what's being sold to everyone. It's not being, you're not being sold what you want Star Citizen to be, or what the game is now is not a good representation, or what it was last week or last year is not a good representation of what it's going to be in the future. But again, I mean, you go on Reddit, you go on Spectrum, YouTube, I mean, you're either part of the Star Citizen cult and CIG can do no wrong, or it's a scam and everyone who buys into Star Citizen's a fucking chump. And I think the silent majority of people are just just gonna wait and see, right? Like, the silent majority. But this whole toxic for or against thing is just eating me on the inside, man. Like, if you have Star Citizen videos regularly popping up on your feed, that's probably because you've shown some interest in the game. If you don't want Star Citizen videos to pop up in your feed, then stop paying attention to them. Stop clicking on them. If you're going to watch them and interact, then obviously you are attached to the idea of Star Citizen some way, whether it is that you spent $10,000 on ships and now you don't actually know if you're ever going to see that come to fruition, or you feel like you were lied to. You were told it was a great game, you logged on and you couldn't even get on the game. Everyone's having a different experience. So when I make a video, I guess in a way I get these negative comments because I probably come across as some like asshole and you know, some guy would think he's super cocky or whatnot, and it's just music I've liked with a game I'm enjoying in my free time. I just got off of work. I'm coming here to rant to you right after I got done painting fucking door frames all day. So I had a bunch of more things to say that I kind of just like left in this comment section that I mean, this is one of the first things I did. I read his comment like 2 hours ago, and I just thought about it for a little while, and poor guy got a novel in response. And you know what? He's not even wrong. What great AI never shooting back at you until they're in knife fight range? The core of his argument is that the NPCs don't function well. Now, saying never shooting back at you until they're in knife fighting range, he's fucking wrong. I have tons of videos now of NPCs even 2 patches ago shooting at me. So to say that they never do. I mean, it's just so easily dismissed, but I want the heart of this guy's argument to make it to CIG's ears, but it's not going to. If all they hear is some guy just shitting on them. Like, when you go out in the world and you're doing your thing and someone doesn't like you, it's like, fuck that guy, right? Like, fuck that guy. Same fucking thing. It's a human mechanism in people, man. So, there are lots of improvements here in 4.0. And a lot of the player base hasn't even been able to log on and see it. And the people who have played have had mixed experiences. So I understand where his frustration comes from. But if you're watching Star Citizen videos, and that means you truly, at some point, liked or were into Star Citizen, and you're not indifferent on the idea of some PC game that you're never going to play, this comment does jack all to help fix the game, to get your argument across. You can make the argument that I either help or hurt CIG depending on which one of my 60-second videos you've seen, right? But whether CIG is good or bad, me shining a light on them in any fashion isn't going to hurt anything. I mean, it might hurt them, but if they're bad, well, the light's just going to expose that. If they're good, the light's just going to expose that. I think the people that White Knight, they don't appreciate my videos making fun of CIG and their shortcomings. And as someone who plays the game and who isn't on this, like, far right or far left, and here I go bringing in the politics, but it's so similar to politics, isn't it? Like, you either have to be for or against a thing. And if someone even, like, says a couple buzzwords or dog whistle, right? There's another fun word. Then I know I can just ignore everything they say. And no, like, my whole problem with this, like, polarization is, I mean, let's talk about Grumpy Eye. Well, okay, let's back up a little bit. The reason I found Star Citizen was because of Space Tomato, and I ended up, I think if he were to go back, my original account is probably, like, he was one of the first. I think I used him as a referral, and then I hopped into Star Citizen, and I kind of, I knew it was a game in development, but without Grumpy's videos to, like, prime me for what to expect. Grumpy Eye, the guy who hates Star Citizen, right? He thinks he hates Star Citizen, and he's the biggest asshole, and he just wants to ruin the game, and, like, none of that's true. None of that is true. He's got critiques, but do you think the guy would, like, if you really do think CIG is a scam, and they're just taking your money and buying yachts and fucking around and having fun, then why the fuck are people playing the game? Everyone who's playing this game or is interested in this game can see the potential. Some people just want it to be better. Some people are disappointed, and people process emotions differently. Some people cry. Some people get mad. Some people pull away. Some people lean in. I'm so sick of the fucking emotions guiding everybody. And so when I go off and write this, God, it's so long. When I go off and write, like, a novel like this, I mean, I guess at the end of the day, I'm emoting too, right? But I would like to see people actually put forth solid arguments, acknowledge good when we do see it, and maybe CIG will start to take us more seriously. I mean, the other option is we all pull out, stop spending any money at all, and then they collapse as a company, which I'm sure there's a whole group of people who would fucking love to see that. Anyone who sold their accounts, they're just chomping at the bit for CIG to fail. If you're coming on to, like, watch YouTube chat sections and leave your little, like, comments, I mean, maybe you're the guy who sold your account and now you really need CIG to fail to kind of justify that action, or you're going to end up regretting it in the future. But everyone's fucking emotionally attached. And I'm supposed to take my feelings and shove them up my ass so everyone else can have their feelings now. if you want to complain to CIG and get anything done or have your voice heard, do not come on my little YouTube channel and spear venom. You just make me look like shit. Now I have to sit here and again, write a fucking novel. I'm not even good with words, and it takes me a while, you know, to formulate a sentence. But I'm fucking ranting.
Hey, get over here. What's wrong with you? What? It's not what we're here for.
Right.
We're gonna do good cop, bad cop. Okay? It's the oldest game in the book for a reason. It works. I come strong, then you come in. Got it? Yeah. I come strong, then you come in. Right.
Well, I got it.
Now you listen to me, you piece of shit. It's just you and me, and I'm gonna rip you apart. How did you cover your losses up? Huh? What drug cartel are you working with now?
Okay, well, I'll talk to you. You're reasonable.
No. Look at me. Yeah. You wanna talk to me? Yeah. Alan, what are you doing? I'm gonna make you eat a plate of human shit. Get away from me.
Listen, the moment I think Star Citizen or CIG is running a scam is the moment that I go play something else and never come back. And I would hope that most of the people that would have that thought would do that. I don't understand this mentality where all the Care Bears and White Knights think that all the people complaining on Spectrum will show up week in and week out and start YouTube videos or channels to complain and this and that. Like they somehow hate Star Citizen and want to see him fail. I mean, again, the only people I think want to see Star Citizen fail are the people who like sold their game packages and now really need it to fail to support that decision. Otherwise, everyone else is here because they like Star Citizen and they want it to do well. But again, it goes back to like, what is Star Citizen? Meh, right? What do I want Star Citizen to be? Amazing, right? And then what is Star Citizen going to be? I mean, God, we got the PvP to PvE people, right? We got the Care Bear versus the Griefers. It's all just polarity, and I'm so sick of it. The world is much more nuanced, and when CIG does good, which there are notable improvements, maybe not enough, and that, again, maybe that's the point of Comp Manio's comment here, is like, they've made changes, but it's not enough for him to care. He's still checking in. He's still looking. I had a much more to argue about, but I think I got it all out. I had much more to rant about, but I think I got it all out in my novel I wrote here. If you are interested, you head over to Flower Down Bunker is the name of the video or the short, and you can read this novel if he doesn't delete the comment. I could assume he might delete the comment. I guess I have no script today. I just wanted to rant, and yeah, we'll see how this goes making this video. I might add more. I gotta get rid of this little screen with my face on it. Alright, listen, while making this video, I kind of realized that, like, I only attacked the negative people, and I don't want to do that. At the end of the day, CIG is just a company who's out to make a profit, and if we don't put pressure on them, fuck it.
Look, I'm really sorry about that. I just, I saw how aggressive you were being, and I thought, wow, I gotta go even bigger than that since we're doing bad cop, bad cop.